Ah, look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Here at TenbandTV, we love a good cat fight, and that's what brings us to First Summit Arena at the historic Cambria County War Memorial in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. It's the UPJ Ice Cats and the Penn State Ice Lions on opening night of the 2026 UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV, presented by Fiber New. He's Patrick Mitchell. I'm Matt Popchock, and this is an exciting event that UPJ Hockey does annually, and it's an interesting landmark. It's been almost a year to the day that Boston Bradley took over the UPJ program, which has just had a different energy around it since, Patrick.
Yeah, they have. My first opportunity to come out here and witness a game here at the Cambria War Memorial. I've seen a lot of these Ice Cats. I've tracked their progress the last couple of seasons, but finally got myself to come down here. I'm glad I can be on the call with you, Matt. I'm excited for this game tonight. So we can get this weekend started off on the right foot.
And they'll be playing a couple of Penn State teams. They'll be playing Penn State Maine tonight, Penn State Harrisburg campus tomorrow night. The Ice Cats coming in with an overall record of 10-4-0-1. Penn State, they've played limited competition this season officially anyway. They're just trying to get some competition in as UPJ was recruiting teams to participate in this event. And you hear the Ice Cats being introduced in the background. Down there you see Aiden Rice, number 9, one of 2 members, along with alternate captain Caden Kazarowski of the Century Club, over 100 career points. And Rice and Kazarowski both joined said club, if you will, right around the same time, literally the same game last season.
That's awesome for them. Yeah, I was talking with Aaron Nork earlier today in class, and he was telling me the 3 boys that need to be keeping eyes out for: Rosich, Rice, and Huff. And some of those boys are already north of 20 points this season, looking to get more tonight against these Ice Lions.
the team is an exciting mix, Patrick, of young and old, and you touched on it. Don't just look out for one Huff. Look for two of them. Chase is a sophomore. He's the leading goal scorer unofficially in CHE with 17 goals, and we'll tell you about his brother after the national anthem. Well, we told you there was more than one Huff to keep an eye on. Chase will be lining up at left wing on the third line tonight for Coach Boston Bradley. The Ice Lions, by the way, icing a couple of Western Pennsylvania natives of their own, as are the Ice Cats. Speaking of, Rexton Huff is the goaltender for UPJ tonight. The Armstrong River Hawk of yesteryear, only his third appearance this season. Matt Page, the Iron Man, getting the night off, but in those two games, Patrick, Rexton was lights out.
I was going to say, I saw a sterling 1,000 save percentage so far, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, a couple games so far, looking to get his third and looking to keep up the good work between the pipes tonight.
Officially 9:53, but hey, close enough. And UPJ in game number 16 tonight, going with a top line of Rosic, Rice, and Karolfa, Raplogel, and Barberi on defense. Yeah. Penn State starters, Flaherty, Seiler, and with him, Warner on defense, Janik on defense as well, and Matt Barbacine on right wing. And Barbacine controls this puck for Penn State, which wins the opening faceoff and moves the puck from left to right to begin this game on your TV, computer, or mobile device. Ice Cats fish it out from behind their own net. Rosic, stretch pass and a pretty one to Karolfa. Karolfa trying to split the D. Took out Warner in the process. Seiler able to get it up to center. Kyle Raplogel going D to D. Part of a proud hockey family that produced many players for the Westmont Hilltop School District, not far from here. Penn State with it in their own zone. Barbacine up the right side. Has a trailer in Flaherty. With it for the Lions is Janik. Janik. Double team behind the Johnstown net. And the Ice Cats have it. Huff flying up the left wing. Huff toward goal. Centering pass. Shot. Score! Tyler Greco nuzzles that nylon a minute 10 in. UPJ takes the early lead. Get him a grape and an orange and none of that stinking root beer. What a shot by Greco.
That was a great trailer there. He just got across center ice, worked his way, got outside the crease and got that shot. Found the back of the net. Got his Ice Cats up early, just a minute 10 into the game.
Johnstown wins the ensuing face-off. Kabbalah fighting for it between the benches. Adam Hooks on the goal for the UPJ Ice Cats. Hooks from Huff officially 70 seconds in for Hooks, his 6th of the year. Another Armstrong Riverhawk announcing his presence and doing so early in the game for UPJ, which has had no trouble filling the net this season.
Absolutely not. Taking a look at some of these games the Cats have played. Big one against IUP back in December 6th, 11-1 trubbing of the Crimson Hawks. A lot of the scores here aren't necessarily what I would consider hockey scores. 7-0 the opening game against Akron, 6-3 over Robert Morris. I mean, it goes on and on. Some of these scores are nearing double digits, and a lot of them going the Cats' way.
And this face-off coming to the right of Johnstown, backup goaltender Rex Huff. Huff, part of a freshman class that is hoping to keep this program on the right track long term. Again, UPJ getting off to a slow start last season and surprising many with that midseason coaching change that brought Boston Bradley aboard, and it's been a pretty sweet ride since. UPJ rolled into the CHE playoffs and won a round before bowing to Cal. Love to get another bite at that apple, if not the St. Vincent apple this season, and we'll have the CHE Division III men's tournament again on TenbandTV in late February, early March.
I was talking with Norvikis and Kazrowski earlier today. I was saying, like, the thorn in their side, if it's not St. Vincent, it's Cal, whether it's regular season or playoffs. It just cannot get over that hump. But hopefully, again, as you mentioned, that mid-season coaching change last year, now you've got a full season with Coach Bradley looking to do well and maybe get over that hump in the postseason.
Petrosky leaving his goal to play that puck. Ice Cats going D to D. It was the other number 28, the one in white, blue, and gold, Adam Hooks, getting the early goal for the home team. Not to be confused with his counterpart, 28 in dark blue, Tyler Greco. As my band teacher used to say, if you're going to make a mistake, make it out loud.
Yeah.
Wade Plowman with it for the Cats. Scored a big postseason goal for them last season. Burial! Aiden Rice goes upstairs, and he's listening to the flippin' song. 2-0 Pitt Johnstown. 2 goals, 2 shots on goal. It's been that easy.
Rice with a beautiful wrister there. Never looked like missing the back of the net there. Gets himself on the board tonight. And I don't want to say it too soon, but might be in for a high-scoring affair here.
UPJ was at one point last season the highest scoring team of the 10 in CHE. And the more things change, the more they stay the same. Ice Lions trying to recover from a rocky start just 4 minutes in. With it for the Ice Cats, Brady Sassano, his shot blocked off. Good gap control there by the defenseman Rosic. The forward in a defensive role, I should say. Konstantin Sidorov on the breakout for PSU. He'll just dump the puck. Penn State, coached by Robert Snyder, changing on the fly. Ezra Plogel tries to play it for Johnstown. Centering pass, nobody home except Rice, the latest goal scorer for UPJ. Outlet pass. And this one's taken by Flaherty. Flaherty, cross ice. And that shot is held by Huff, who had no idea where that puck was. It's in your equipment, son.
Took a very confused twirl around. I believe the puck got caught at the bottom of that netting there. Thankfully for Huff, it was outside the netting, not the inside. as the faceoff comes to his left this time.
Lions win the faceoff. They work it to the left point. Ian Moore. And the second line out here for Robert Snyder and the Ice Lions, who trail by a pair early at the War Memorial. Flaherty tied up at center by Serlione. Serlione, one of a number of Western Pennsylvanians on both rosters tonight. UPJ loves to hit the recruiting trail in PIHL country, as we've seen Lo these many years. A lot of PIHLers playing club hockey these days, collegiately. Out in front it comes, shot by Hooks, save made there, and a loud one by Petrosky. And Petrosky, I think, Patrick, needed that one really just to give himself some confidence, get into the game somehow mentally.
Yeah, you mentioned 2 goals and 2 shots from the Ice Cats. So you need that first one to just give yourself some confidence, get yourself grounded in the game, and just make sure you're able to build on it from there. Great pad save and able to stick with it after that.
Johnstown winning the faceoff, blocking that attempt. Jonas Sontag, the alternate captain, chance to goal, and a save by Huff. The rebound is smashed in on the follow-up. Jonas Sontag finished what he started, and the Ice Lions are on the board, and these pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah, not much Huff could do there. He got the stop in the initial shot. It bounced back, and I looked down, and Huff's chest is to the ice, and not much he could do in the way of the redirect and the rebound that was put in and cuts the Ice Cats lead in half now.
And that's something Boston Bradley, I'm sure, is going to focus on in these non-conference games this weekend, maintaining that attention to detail and maintaining good habits as you wind down the non-con slate and get ready to go head first into the remainder of the CHE schedule. UPJ, as it is, middle of the pack points-wise in the CHE standings, but the arrow is pointing up, as a certain someone used to say.
You mentioned Cats in the middle of the pack. Only a few points separating middle of the pack from the top of the pack. I'm looking at the ACHJ standings, not totally up to date, but 2 points separate for the teams here. So every game, valuable points can be had.
Replogle to center. Suwon, the former Freeport All-Star, picks up the primary assist on Sontag's tally, and as tough as it's been to start the night for Penn State, they're just a goal down with still lots and lots of time left in this one. UPJ back on the forecheck as this puck is played deep in his own zone. Replogle retreating. Curtis Halpin was the one who cleared the area for Penn State, but UPJ trying to get the transition game going. They can't. Penn State has numbers. Draw pass. Shot wide of the blocker hand of Huff. Jasinski, the one who pulled the trigger. Replogle from just inside the line. He's trail checked by Peyton Mitchell. And with it now for the Lions is Mitchell. Mitchell trying to center it. And the intended recipient for the Ice Cats was too well marked, and we get a stoppage in play 8 minutes in. Sidorov, the one taken out of the play moments ago. Ice Cats control the faceoff and get it as far as the Penn State blue line before Hooks has to reset the play. Chase Huff taking this puck in stride deep in the right circle. Now behind the net, out in front. Loose, as I untie my tongue and watch Petrosky watch that puck go by.
Nearly a tip-in goal for the Cats there. Just narrowly missed the edge of the blade there. As they look to regroup and get down the other side of the ice once more.
Andrew Barberi, younger sibling of Jackson, who's been a world-class defenseman the last couple of seasons for the Ice Cats. Barberi, the other half of that first pairing with Replogle. And it's Barberi the younger who's in a bit of trouble as Stranix collects this puck for Penn State, but the centering pass is broken up by Andrew Barberi. Deflected in front and just wide of Huff. Going after the rebound is Barbasane. Barbasane to left point for Jake Warner. Huff the save, and he'll take no chances with the rebound.
Got a little hectic there outside the crease on both ends of that far line. Cats able to maintain composure there. Not let the ice lines get anything. And Huff iced it there.
Adam Hooks, his 6th. Aiden Rice, his 9th, to get UPJ on the board twice on their first 2 shots of the game. Lions have settled down considerably since then, starting to tilt the ice a bit the other direction at last, and Sontag gave them something to show for it several minutes ago. Rice leading the charge for UPJ. Dancing around Moore. Going to the corner for that puck is Karalfa. Moore bounces back up and gives Karalfa a little shove as Penn State wins the battle. Plowman from center red leads it for Rice. Rice trying to connect there with Plowman. Plowman's shot misses the net. Rice running out of real estate against a grain, tries to set up Plowman. Penn State finding its legs a little bit and stiffening those legs in front of novice goaltender Kai Petrosky as the visitors are called for icing.
And we mentioned 2 goals very early on for the Mountain Cats, or for the Ice Cats, sorry. And then the Ice Lions getting one back. A little lull in action, if you will, just past the 10-minute mark here in the first period, but there's still 40 minutes to play after this, so I can't imagine what's going to happen as this game goes on.
Usually there's a feeling out process with non-conference opponents. There was no feeling out tonight. UPJ jumped right into it and took the game to Penn State, and give Penn State credit for righting the ship midway through this first period. Moore from behind his own net. Up it comes off the stick of Perneris, and the former Central Valley Warrior watches Jackson Barberi play it from behind his own net for UPJ. Suwan, the Penn State captain, with a saucer pass to center off the skates of Perneris. Barberi on the counterattack for UPJ. He's contacted from behind. Play continues. Barberi reaching for it. And Replogle will take his time in the neutral zone. Bounces it to Hooks. Hooks will dump it. And Colin Cook will chase it. Hooks behind the net. Hooks attracting immediate attention. And in the corner, he's rubbed out of the play by Suwan. Billy Moore providing defensive support, but the Ice Cats still have this puck. Aiden Freund, the third-line center, plays it behind the Lions' goal. Halpin able to exhaust the area once again for Penn State. Replogle under duress. Takes a stick to the midsection. Again, they're going to let boys be boys for now. And a pass to a wide open Huff. Huff right wing circle. Huff trying to shrug off the defenseman, who makes a heady play there to cut off the centering pass. Jake Warner maybe saving a goal there by UPJ as we get a whistle with 7:42 to go in the first.
Yeah, a couple stellar opportunities for the Ice Cats there. Not able to convert. But again, I think they're putting the foot down on the gas just a little bit more. Try again, the feel-out game between these two hockey clubs. I think they felt each other out, now know how this game's going to go. but it's just a matter of time for one team or the other that decides to really push the envelope here.
Brady Dolgus, the extra forward out there for UPJ for that face-off. Caden Kazarowski, erstwhile state champion at Peters Township, playing that puck deep into Penn State territory. Outlet pass now to Jasinski. Jasinski turns it over to Barberi. Andrew, that is. Miller to the corner. Surleone double teamed, but in a pinch, he gets it up to Huff anyway. Chase Huff, the sophomore, through center. Huff crosses the attacking line. Kazarowski locates it, uses the boards to get it to Ben Teedy. Teedy taken out of the play behind the Lions' cage. Penn State coming up to center. Jasinski with the dump in. Stranix to the corner for Sassano. Sassano shrugs off the defender. Kazarowski not standing on ceremony. Teedy tied up immediately by Greco. This is a good shift for Penn State. And Rex Huff has to grab that puck and take the own zone faceoff.
Great last few minutes from both sides. Again, I think they've definitely felt each other out. One of the linesmen returns some broken stick back to the Cats bench.
UPJ had the first 5 shots on goal, and among them, the game's first 2 goals. Penn State has had 3 since. 3 shots since, I should say, and they've gotten their own goose egg off the board.
So it's important when you go 2 goals down so early to at least get one back.
Huff able to see that one through traffic. They almost got a second one back, but Rex Huff tracked that puck well.
I was able to collect that off the rebound. Again, it bounced off, came out in front, but thankfully no ice lines around. He's able to collect himself and collect the puck as well.
Stranix takes the face-off for Penn State. The Lions control it. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Huff once again.
Huff with a thank you tap on the helmet from his teammates there. Again, netminder, not your normal starter, so it's good to see him getting some high-octane shots and some great saves here early on.
Shot from distance again. It's held by Huff. He stays square to it, and so we'll do it again from the same spot after Greco put it on target.
Twice in a row that Huff has been able to collect those shots in the midsection, gobble them up, make sure they don't go anywhere, and don't give the Ice Lions any chance at a rebound put in.
Chase Huff up the left wing. Hits the brakes, goes cross ice to Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Score! Criss-cross applesauce for Adam Hooks. He's got 2, and UPJ has the 2-goal lead back with 5:43 left in the first.
Great breakaway there from the Cats. You saw Kazarowski get out to the side, nearly took it himself, got the shot back in, passed it to Hook, who hooked it in. Get his Cats up 3-1 in the first.
Point number 17 for Kazarowski. Team leading goal number 18 and unofficially conference leading goal number 18 for the sophomore Chase Huff. Correction, Adam Hooks with his 7th of the season with a helper from Huff. Not the first time I'm going to confuse my Armstrong Riverhawks of years past. Probably not going to be the last either. I apologize in advance, Patrick.
It's all right.
Braden Penrose Speaking of PIHL alumni, playing it up ahead to Rice of UPJ. Rice met immediately by Penn State's 21 Barbasane, and UPJ takes exception to that as we get a stoppage with just over 5 to go in the opening period.
Didn't get my eyes on it, but I heard a loud thud just outside the Cats bench and a cheer from the Cats down there. Hard hit into the boards, getting these boys jolting and excited. Trying to get through the last 5 minutes of the opening period here.
So Huff with the team lead in points with 25. Adam Hooks, goals number 6 and 7 once again on the season, sandwiched between that. Goal number 9 by number 9, Aiden Rice. And Rice is out there on this shift for UPJ with the ice lines bringing the puck inside the Johnstown line. Rex Huff making that save in his 3rd appearance of the regular season. Jackson Barberi to Kyle Raplogel deep in UPJ ice. Moore from center red through the Tomahawks logo. Moore drifting to his left, chased by Barberi. Raplogel from behind his own net. Reversing the play to Barberi. Barberi Murphy dumping this puck into Penn State ice, and a chance the other way for UPJ, and putting it just wide for the Ice Cats. As we get a whistle and a stoppage in play was number 46 for Pitt Johnstown. Not appearing on my official line chart, I do apologize. I'm sorry, that's Caden Helsel, who was originally not scheduled to appear in tonight's UPJ lineup, but out there nonetheless, and that close to extending the lead for the Cats.
Yeah, I could see the disappointment on his face. I saw him raise his stick above his head, just not sure how he missed that one. Had a golden opportunity. I assure him he'll have more tonight as the night goes on. Maybe he'll be able to redeem himself later on.
Now, this is one of those first periods where both teams are going to go back to the dry erase boards on some things. Both coaches are going to want to do that. Maybe more so Penn State, just judging strictly by the scoreboard. But again, both these teams, at least UPJ jumping right into it, Penn State punching back, UPJ landing a counter punch, and now looking for more, trying to pull away and set a tone for the weekend here on home ice.
I would say to your point with Penn State trying to, mark up and try and figure out what, make fixes to their problems from the first period. I think the Ice Cats want to make sure they maintain possession of the lead here going on through the night. Make sure they don't let any leaky goals through at any points.
Teedy with it in the corner. Serlione turning that puck over from the corner. It is sent up the boards by Mitchell. Loud save by Huff, and he has to flop like a fish on top of that loose puck to freeze it.
And the block came off his pads, came out, and then Huff reached out with his stick, grabbed it, got it under his glove. So far tonight, Huff's doing a great job on the rebounds that are coming off of him, of collecting them and making sure the Ice Lions of Penn State don't have an opportunity for a putback.
False face-off in UPJ territory. Kazarowski wins it from Mitchell. Ice Cats send it around the near boards. Huff outletting to Hooks. Hooks trying to muscle his way through the defense. Warner had other plans. Inconvenient bounce there for Penn State. A steal by Kazarowski. Kazarowski from an angle. That's off the side of the net. It's loose in front. Petrosky had no idea where that puck was until all of a sudden he did.
He was lucky. No Ice Cats saw it as well. Saw it before he did. It was just laying there, just inside the crease. And Kazarowski, a great chance at a severe angle there on the right side. As they all set up to the right of Petrosky there.
Penn State with the own zone face-off win. Puck erroneously sent out of play by the away side. Penn State with another defensive zone face-off win. Lions get it out to the UPJ line. Barberi, Andrew Barberi, sending it deep for UPJ. Unforced error, chance for Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Huff elevating it. Oh, what a stop there, point blank by Petrosky.
Petrosky getting that glove up there, snapped it up, made sure that puck didn't go top shelf over his left shoulder.
And Kazarowski was mostly a third and fourth line player in high school, but as a collegian, he's really turned into a nice setup man and a playmaker for UPJ. And you saw one of his prettier passes there a moment ago, and Penn State very fortunate it didn't lead to a goal.
That they are. Penn State now working into the Cats D zone.
UPJ nips that in the bud, but they can't clear it. Barbacine setting it up for Flaherty. Flaherty persisting to the corner. Barbacine from a prone position trying to shield that puck from Freund, the Pitt forward. And we get a whistle in a corner and a cross-checking call made by referee Polanki. And Freund is the one who's going to feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Penn State with a big chance to get back in it late in the first period on the game's first power play.
Yeah, Penn State trailing by a goal here. Great opportunity to at least get one back here on the power play.
The captain wins it for UPJ. Jackson Barberi double teamed in the corner. Taking control is Mitchell behind the UPJ net. Warner surveying the play to Mitchell. Mitchell from the right hash to Jake Warner. Warner's shot blocked. Rice with a good gap control there. Boston Bradley not afraid to use his top forward in a penalty killing role here. Rice doing yeoman's work trying to keep it a 2-goal advantage for UPJ. Save on the one-timer by Huff, who got over in plenty of time.
There it is again. Huff scrambling and getting on top of the puck, making sure the Ice Lions have no chance of a putback there in the crease. If I get a chance to after the game, I got to give him kudos to all the selfless acts he's put out there tonight. Just putting his body on the line.
Warner for Mitchell. Mitchell shot blocked. Jackson Barberi taking one for the team. Out in front it comes Huff the save. Huff the save again. He robs Flaherty on the doorstep. Hooks unable to get it outside the zone. A good effort here thus far by Penn State on this power play, but still nothing to show for it in the final minute of first period play. Shot from middle distance taken there, and just missing was Jasinski. Chase Huff pressing shorthanded. Coming over the line is Warner. Warner has a man going to the net, but the pass is broken up by Barberi. Sontag with the Penn State goal. In front and deflecting it wide of goal for the Lions was Seiler. Sontag from distance. A loud save there by Huff. And brother Chase is trying to clear the zone. He still can't. Now he'll finally get it up to Hooks with 15 to go in the Penn State power play. Hooks unable to beat the last line of defense, which in that instance was Barbacine. 10 seconds to go in the period. 5 to go in the penalty. Freund gets ready to exit, And just as he does, we get a whistle. Icing on Penn State, 5 ticks to talk.
great penalty kill unit on show tonight for the Ice Cats, as they've just about managed to kill all 2 minutes of that penalty.
Turnaround attempt by Plowman. It does not come close. And that'll do it for the first period from First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial. Ice Cats get a pair of goals from Armstrong's Adam Hooks and one from the captain, Aiden Rice. They lead Penn State 3-1 with Patrick Mitchell. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching the 2026 UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV, presented by FiberNew.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com.
Team behind the Johnstown net. And the Ice Cats have it. Huff flying up the left wing. Huff toward goal, centering pass, shot, score! Tyler Greco nuzzles that nylon, a minute 10 in. UPJ takes the early lead. Wade Plowman with it for the Cats. Scored a big postseason goal for them last season. Burial! Aiden Rice goes upstairs, and he's listening to the flippin' song. 2-0 Pitt Johnstown. 2 goals, 2 shots on goal. Playing club hockey these days, collegiately. Out in front it comes, shot by Hooks. Save made there, and a loud one by Petrosky. And Petrosky, I think Patrick needed that one really just to give himself some confidence. Get in the
2 shots
off, blocking that attempt. Jonas Sontag, the alternate captain, chance to goal, and a save by Huff. The rebound is smashed in on the follow-up. Jonas Sontag finished what he started. And
it's always important when you go two goals down so early to at least get one back.
Huff able to see that one through traffic. They almost got a second one back. Next takes the face-off for Penn State. The Lions control it. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Huff once again.
Huff with the
goes cross ice to Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Score! Criss-cross applesauce for Adam Hooks. He's got 2. And UPJ has the 2-goal lead back. Barberi Murphy dumping this puck into Penn State ice, and a chance the other way for UPJ and putting it just wide for the Ice Cats. It is sent up the boards by Mitchell. Loud save by Huff, and he has to flop like a fish on top of that loose puck to freeze it.
And the block came up.
Inconvenient bounce there for Penn State. A steal by Kazarowski. Kazarowski from an angle. That's off the side of the net. It's loose in front. Petrosky had no idea. Unforced error. Chance for Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Huff elevating it. Oh, what a stop there. Point blank by Petrosky. Rice doing yeoman's work, trying to keep it a 2-goal advantage for UPJ. Save on the one-timer by Huff, who got over in plenty of time.
There it is again.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Hockey is the ultimate long-haul sport. Wear and tear are inevitable over the long haul, especially when it comes to wear and tear on your home or office furniture. FiberNew is a mobile service that specializes in the repair, restoration, and renewal of leather, plastic, vinyl, fabric, and upholstery. FiberNew has been trusted since 1987 to remain on the cutting edge of repair techniques, and their exclusive color-matching tech has made them a global leader in their industry. If you want to make like a goalie and flash that leather with pride, visit FIBRenew.com to find a location near you or call 888-597-2951 to get a free estimate today. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, trying to capture the spirit of the thing here at the Cambria County War Memorial First Summit Arena in Johnstown for night number 1 of 3. It's the UPJ Showcase 2026 edition on TenbandTV, presented by FiberNew. First period shots on goal, 12-8 for Penn State. Where it counts, Patrick Mitchell, it's 3-1 Ice Cats.
2 of those coming from Adam Hooks, as he's looking for maybe a hat trick here in the second period. Cats looking to extend that 2-goal lead, looking to put more on the board as they are accustomed to game in and game out this season, and pretty much this entire this franchise. You know, they've been high-scoring, high-octane teams, games, and seasons. Looking to keep that going here tonight in the following 20 minutes here in the middle period.
Offense really part of their identity under Boston Bradley, now in his first full season as head hockey coach of the men's D3 outfit at Pitt Johnstown. And on the freshly cut ice, we see the Lions play it off to our extreme left at the side of the net with it and working it out in front for Penn State was Flaherty. To the point it'll come for Warner, and his kick save there by Rex Huff. Huff making just his 3rd career appearance for UPJ in goal tonight. The one eyebrow raiser on Coach Bradley's lineup sheet, one might argue this evening. Matt Page, who's been rock steady in that goal, the senior for UPJ, getting the night off. We'll likely see him tomorrow against PSU Harrisburg. In front, trying to elevate that puck and bat it out of midair a la Sid the Kid was Nick Rosich. It was not to be. Some Globetrotter hockey early in period 2, potentially, by UPJ.
Rosich did everything he could have. I'm not sure there really was much else he could do to try to get that puck down out of the air and get it into the back of the net there. Impressive effort nonetheless.
Janik back the other way for Penn State. Huff has to protect that post and hang on to that puck. So we get a stoppage, a minute 22 into period 2. Both coaches putting some fresh bodies out there. Now, Penn State playing a team that's, I'm sure, a lot deeper than the ones they're used to playing in the Atlantic Coast Conference of men's D3. How do I know UPJ is a deep team? Well, it's the 3rd line that's been really carrying the weight in this game as Huff makes another save and loses sight of the puck. And when your 3rd line generates more high-danger chances than your 1st line, that's a tell.
It is very much a tell. And you want to see all 3, 4 lines, all your lines producing, but if you've got a 3rd line that's producing more than your 1st, you've got a scary deep team, and that's what the Cats here have this season.
And the scary thing is, there are those teams in the conference they're still trying actively to surmount. St. Vincent, the one nationally ranked team in the conference, entering Friday at number 14 per the pre-holiday polls. And IUP, always a title contender as well. Those are just a couple of the teams not that far ahead of the Ice Cats and CHE at the moment, but a couple of the teams they're going to be chasing down the stretch here as they get closer and closer to the postseason.
As I mentioned, I think back to the first period, Cats and IUP Crimson Hawks have seen each other here at the Cambria War Memorial. Cats taking that one by a drubbing 11-1. Much to the pleasure of everyone at UPJ, as we've got some bitter feelings about those Crimson Hawks. So on home ice, able to take care of business and then some. It's always great to see, especially how the season unfolds, where that game will mean standings-wise.
Petrosky, meanwhile, made a save a moment ago. UPJ back over the attacking line. With it is Huff, a little spinorama. Kazarowski let it go through his skates. for Helsel. Helsel to the point for Penrose, to the corner for Helsel. Pitt Johnstown shuffling the lines a bit here in the second period as that one is deflected wide and deflected blindly by Caden Helsel. Serleone keeps it in at the left point. Fired on goal. Petrosky has it against that left pad. And I heard through the grapevine that Pitt IUP, the rematch was to be a thing. It didn't come to fruition this weekend, but those two will see each other again soon enough.
I would imagine if they don't see each other regular season, most likely in the playoffs once more, as these two teams are not separated by very much here in PA, and always a heavyweight tilt when they do face each other on the ice.
This face-off won by Freund, put toward goal. Easy save there for Petrosky, making just his second official appearance of the regular campaign for the Ice Lions. A battle of the backups here on a Friday night in Johnstown. Petrosky with 13 saves and counting, but it's Huff's team who has the upper hand at the moment as Huff makes that save at the near post. Freund confronted in the corner. With a steal for Penn State was Jasinski. Lions try to cycle this puck. Turnaround try and a save there by Huff, who wasn't sure where that rebound was headed. He kicks it out of there with that right leg. Penn State persistent on their forecheck. Taking it away for UPJ is Plowman. And we're going to get a penalty in the offensive zone, a boarding call. And UPJ will get their first power play of the evening, up by a pair.
Not much the Ice Cats, not much the Ice Lions could have done to avoid that one. That was just I wouldn't say a move you had to make, but just one where hopefully the Ice Cats here can reap the benefits here of a two-minute man advantage.
And that's going to drive Robert Snyder, or for that matter, any coach nuts. An offensive zone penalty, especially when Pitt was spinning its tires a bit. Pitt Johnstown was in their own zone. Huff with it. His shot deflected high and wide. Kazarowski lost an edge trying to play the rebound. Out in front. Oh, a unconscious save made there by Petrosky on Rosic. Jackson Barberi has to go fetch. Peyton Mitchell in the sin bin. Pitt Johnstown on the power play early in the second period. Barberi creating space. Barberi fires just wide of goal. Huff sends the rebound to Kazarowski.
Cats had a first period penalty kill. Now the Ice Lions look to get one of their own here.
Rosic to the center point for Rice. UPJ working the perimeter. Barberi from distance. That hit Kazarowski in front, and after the friendly fire, Suwon trying to clear it out of there for Penn State. Barberi with the keep at right point. Barberi toward goal. Score! Jackson Barberi, midway through the power play, beats Petrosky through the 5-hole. It's 4-1 Pitt Johnstown, and I like to stop at the duty-free shop. Jackson Barberi, his fourth of the campaign.
Just inside the UPMC health plan logo, sniped it, as you mentioned, 5-hole, right past Petrosky. Cats up 4-1. As I mentioned, looking to reap the benefits of a man advantage. That they do.
Barberi's a good young stay-at-home defenseman, but he contributes a lot offensively as well, and he certainly did there. UPJ with its largest lead of the night. Approaching 14.5 left in the second period.
I believe Barberi with that goal up to 20 points on the campaign. Just his fourth goal, but 16 helpers.
Ice Lions going back to work now that the teams are back to 5-a-side. And they go to work in the corner as taking a hit there was Moore. Cats are able to clear it. And it's icing on UPJ. Rosic with a primary assist on the Barberi power play goal. And Rice now has a multi-point night for the Cats.
A lot of multi-point nights for a few Cats here. Would like to see that extend to a couple more players. Again, plenty of time left in the second and a full third period after this. Hope the Cats can keep this offensive powerhouse going tonight and going through the rest of the game.
Ice Cats on the attack. Barberi slowed up a bit by Greco and company. Barberi out in front and fumbling that puck just a bit for UPJ was Nolan Kabala, the fourth line forward. A bit of a break there for Petrosky and the Lions. Sidorov on the counterattack, loose in front. UPJ clears it. And this won't quite be icing. Hallepin unable to dummy that play. Penn State keeps it moving through center. Stranix chips it behind himself to Billy Moore. Lions get the puck deep. Near side with it is Sassano. Shot from distance held by Huff as he stops Moore.
Huff getting that glove up just in time, snagging it like a catcher there. Got down to the squat, got planted, saw that shot all the way in, made sure didn't get behind him into the back of the net.
Owen Serling-Owen and the Ice Cats get it up to center after the defensive zone faceoff win and a steal potentially by Rice. He drew the penalty, so he doesn't get the breakaway chance, but UPJ is going to get another power play, which might be just as well.
Well, they're 1 for 1 and their only power play tonight, so looking to double up here with their second power play here in the middle period.
Billy Moore, the one who will get the gate. The Douglasville native will sit for 2 minutes. And more special teams work to be done by the Ice Cats. Kazarowski against Seiler. Barberi, cross ice for Chase Huff. Huff's pass picked off, a good read there by Flaherty. Flaherty pressing shorthanded, working over Barberi. Flaherty with a spinorama pass, but right to the tape of Rice. Rice too far for Kazarowski, and it'll be icing against UPJ, and you know Rice is going to want that one back.
I think Rice and a lot of the other Mountain Cat Ice Cats are going to want that one back.
The Ice Lions upset about something and barking the referee Polanki about what, we're not sure. Polanki getting his own digs in. Again, we'll leave it up to your imagination as UPJ brings it across the line, but they are offside.
2-minute minor for tripping. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the second period. That's Penn State penalty for 25 Piper, 2 for tripping, and 12:48 left in the second.
Off the glass, it comes up for Flaherty. Flaherty on his backhand, almost beating Huff. That went through the blue paint and out the other side. Flaherty with a deceptive-looking shot that just missed the far post.
Not sure if Huff managed to get just the edge of his blocker on that, but yeah, that puck went right across the crease. Had every inch of the open net there.
Midway through the man advantage, and we're going to get more penalties here. Coincidental ones, I believe, as Hooks got tied up with one of the Lions away from the play. And it looks like it's going to be, again, Hooks going off, as I said, and Hooks and Jake Warner are both going to go. So it will remain a UPJ power play with 11:51 till the second ice cut.
Yeah, Ice Cats still with a minute 3 on that man advantage here. Looking to tally their second power play goal of the evening.
And they got to be careful of Penn State trying to press shorthanded, because the Lions are in a position where they might not have much of a choice if they can't pull one back sooner than later here in this middle period. Kazarowski around the boards. To the point it comes now. Kyle Raplogel with it. Near side, Aiden Rice. Up top to Raplogel. Raplogel for Chase Huff in front. Rosic. Glove save. The rebound. There is none. Kai Petrosky controls it.
Just outside the crease there was Kazarowski looking for a tip in just in front of Petrosky, but Petrosky denying any chance there. As the Ice Cats have to reset. Still 43 seconds on the power play, so still plenty of time to try and get some things going here.
Clean face-off win by UPJ. Shot from distance, save made. The rebound, Kaz was trying to kick it to himself and fire it into the partially exposed net, but he could not. Penn State gets to clear. Barberi trying to perhaps buy a call there deep in his own zone, but this USA hockey crew having none of it. Pitt still on the man advantage across the line. Rosic settling it down legally with the hand. Up top for Barberi. Barberi just missing up high. Final moments of the UPJ power play. Barberi from center point for Rice. Rice in front, too strong for Kazarowski. And that rebound comes right to Jake Miller with a man out of the box for Penn State. That's Moore going back to his bench. Centering pass blocked by Barberi. A big kill there by PSU to keep it a 3-goal contest. Approaching the midpoint of this second period and Friday night game. Missing wide to the far post was Barbasine for Penn State. Rosic tied up with Matt Barbasine. Flaherty through the right circle. Flaherty toward goal. Barberi looked like he threw his stick trying to poke that puck away, and fortunate not to be called for the penalty there as the Ice Cats force it back to center.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but yeah, as you mentioned, lucky to not get a whistle there and be called for a penalty there.
Chase Huff, his outlet pass broken up. Monster shift here for Flaherty, who's done literally everything but score. He's generating turnovers. He's skating well. Now Freund in transition, bumped off that puck by Moore. Serleone from right point to the corner. Seiler gets there first for Penn State. Anticipating is Michael Flaherty. To center it'll come, intended for Barbasine. Lions making a change behind the play. Several, in fact, as UPJ brings it out from behind their own net. This is Serleone in flight. Knocked aside calmly by Petrosky. Trying to play it off the bounce was Cook. Freund unable to get positioning on Moore. And Freund takes him down, and I think Freund's going to go off here. Or is he? This one might go on Penn State. And Hallepin is just as flabbergasted by that call as I am, quite frankly. I thought that was going to be an offensive zone offense by the Ice Cats.
I would say I almost thought it could have gone maybe either way, but Cats benefiting from the call on the ice. As again, for the third time here in the middle period, up to on the man advantage. Hopefully they can convert for the second of 3 times tonight.
Billy Moore headed right back to hockey purgatory. UPJ 5-on-4 for the third time in this game. They are 1 of 2, and they have a 3-goal advantage with 8:45 to go in the second. And they have the puck off this offensive zone face-off. Cook with a shot, a loud save there by Petrosky. Penn State with the rebound, but they can't clear it out. Cook dispossessed quickly by Sontag, who has the only Penn State goal tonight. Goal number 2 officially on his season. His only other goal this year was a game winner back in October for the Lions. Karolfa over the attacking line, dropping for Rosic. Rosic on the off wing to Karolfa. Karolfa surveying the play, goes to Raplogel. Raplogel to Karolfa. Karolfa from the circle, that shot blocked. Heroic play there by Warner. Karolfa cross ice, one-timer put wide. Cook unable to hit the target. Karolfa to Raplogel. Raplogel to Cook. Shot pass intended for Rosic. Nothing doing. Karolfa gets it back. Raplogel's one-timer snatched by a standing Kai Petrosky.
Petrosky looking at a shortstop, catching a ball up there. Way to go from the crouch stance and stand up tall, catch that one. As a former ball player myself, I got to give props to that. Looked quite smooth from up here.
In baseball vernacular, that was an atom ball, or atom puck, as the case may be. Literally right at Petrosky. Right place, right time. Rosic's power play unit going to stay out here. Flanked by Chase Huff and Caden Kazarowski. Huff had it, but lost it. Cleared by Penn State's Miller. 40 to go in the power play. Barberi, cross ice for Huff. Huff from the half wall. Cross ice for Rice. Rice, near corner Kazarowski. Near boards to Rice. Barberi toward goal. Settled down in front. Rosic unable to shoot it cleanly. Barberi fakes, fires, save Petrosky. Final moments of the power play. Huff rubbed out of the action there by Greco. And the Lions have killed it off. Rice, a little too quick on the one-touch pass, and the Lions might have numbers if they hurry, but a steal at center. Rice back with Kazarowski. Kazarowski trying to go back in front to Rice. Rice was too well covered. Chance the other way. Barbasine, one-on-one with Surleone. Surleone slows him up. Robert Snyder wanted a fresh line out there, and now he's got one with under 6:20 left in the period. That bad angle shot is slapped on goal from the other end by Hallepin. Curtis Hallepin from center red. Ahead for Barbasine. Rice hit behind the net by Flaherty. Flaherty now tied up in front. Lions keep it in the zone. Hallepin through a crowd. Deflected just wide by Flaherty. And we told you, Michael Flaherty's played a really strong second period for Penn State, as that one is tipped in front. Ian Moore may have gotten the last stick on it. No, it's 21 Barbasine who had Pac-Man fever. And Penn State cuts the UPJ lead in half.
And not to the pleasure of the Ice Cats here. Small get-together after that one is that caught Huff a little off guard. Again, a couple times where there's just a gaggle of players. The puck just bouncing around, pinballing around sticks and skates. Eventually it finds the 5-hole under Huff. And once again, these Penn State Ice Lions cut the Cats' lead in half.
And that's what a strong penalty kill can do for you. You use that momentum from special teams to make something happen at the other end. And a good greasy goal there by Penn State to give themselves a pulse here with time ticking down in the second. Each team has scored once in the middle frame. Huff kicks that one out of there after Penn State re-enters the UPJ zone. That shot from distance taken by Warner will miss. Plowman tied up behind his own net. Lions with it once again. They've got a little hop here after getting that second goal. UPJ in transition. Penrose with space. Firing upstairs. Petrosky's got it.
Petrosky not scared to take that one on. as he got his glove up there in time once more. Cats might want to try and assert some more dominance and assert more pressure here. As from distance, Petrosky's been pretty good and fairly solid through the night.
Freund tying up his man. Cook with a turnaround shot. That was blocked. Cook gets it back. Fires on goal. Petrosky had to read that one from his knees. Lead pass to Mitchell. Mitchell with space. Fires off of Huff. And the long rebound is retrieved from the boards by Miller. But he gives it away right to Nick Rosic. Cook is the one who gets it deep for UPJ. Follows it up with a hit on Janak in the corner. Turnover to Rosic, to Cook, excuse me. Ice Cats offside.
Cats doing a good job of staying on pace with these Ice Lions, as both teams sometimes will get a little too ahead of themselves. But when the other team is able to take advantage of some miscues from the other. Curious to see how that's going to unfold in the final minutes here of the second and into the third.
Clean face-off win by the Ice Cats. Jackson Barberi, who has the lone second period tally for UPJ, sent that puck to the corner. Raplogel with the keep for Kazarowski. Kazarowski sends it to the vacant left wing. Trying to catch up to it was Adam Hooks, who remains on hat-trick watch. Steal by Huff, saved by Petrosky. The rebound grabbed by Stranix. Kazarowski with more thievery. Kazarowski now taken out of the play. Tyler Greco giving him the what for, and a penalty coming up with under 4 minutes to go in the second. And Caden Kazarowski is going to be the guilty party.
I can tell by his body language, not too happy with that call, as he'll spend a couple minutes as he tosses his helmet down in the box. Maybe gives him a couple minutes to cool his temper a little bit before he returns to the ice. Now the Cats back on the penalty kill. Under 4 minutes here in the second period, making sure they maintain that 2-goal lead.
And this is the way these games go. When you amass all those power plays and you don't take advantage of them, sooner or later that next one's going to go the other team's way. That's what you got to be on the lookout for. And now Penn State has a chance to trim it to a 1-goal game with time ticking away.
And so far, the Ice Cats only ones able to take advantage of a power play tonight. 1 for 3 on the night. Now the Ice Lions looking to match that with this penalty, with this power play here.
Raplogel able to send it 200 feet for UPJ. Ice Lions inside the line. Barbasane to the corner. Barbasane had the lone second period goal for Penn State. From an angle, this one is deflected over top of goal by Miller. Raplogel trying to rag this puck and take time off the penalty clock, as much of it as he possibly can before it's eventually stolen, and Huff had to be alert to make that save. Jackson Barberi locates it but can't clear it. Penn State on the power play, down by a deuce. From distance, that shot deflected out of play by Rice off the stick of Warner.
So far, Ice Cats successful in the first half of this penalty kill, as both squads get a line change and will look to get some fresh legs on the kill and power play.
Adam Hooks, who had those 2 early goals for Pitt, Johnstown, taking the defensive zone faceoff, but Penn State wins it. Good work there by Seiler in the circle. Up top it'll come to Moore through a crowd. Huff and his defense able to see it. That bad angle shot, by Pornaris misses the net. Huff takes it away and forces it to center. Half a minute left in the minor on Kazarowski. Flaherty hits the brakes, fires it to the far corner. Sontag anticipating the rebound, From the right wing, he fires on goal. Huff makes the save, fighting the rebound, and it's smashed in from one knee. Seiler nuzzles that nylon. Kazarowski takes the walk of shame, and Penn State does get a power play goal. It's 4-3, Ice Cats. And get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, Huff, not a great opportunity on that one. Looked like he was trying to get the stick out to grab it and put his glove over it, but in the time it took him to do so, puck got away from him, and the Ice Lions able to put it in the back of the net and trim the lead down to 1. And now they've got their first power play goal in the evening, matching that of the Ice Cats of UPJ.
Both teams at this point trying to wage a battle of which can best survive the rookie goalie growing pains. Huff unable to locate that rebound, and Seiler made him pay. Lions with a steal. Cook with it. That shot blocked. Karolfa from center. Rosic ducks around a check. He goes to work for UPJ in front. Plowman unable to freeze that pass and accept it, and the Lions have a 3-on-1 the other way. That pass broken up, and a strong play defensively there by the lone man back, Braden Penrose. That could have been abject disaster for Pitt Johnstown.
I was thinking it was going to be a 3-on-1 breakaway that the Ice Lions had. That one lone defender for the Ice Cats able to put his stick in the right place at the right time and break that up and thwart that momentum the Ice Lions had.
You just get the sense that after the Barberi power play goal, UPJ collectively took a breath, and they've had trouble, in a manner of speaking, getting that breath back ever since. The end of the second period, 45 minutes away, and perhaps coming at a good time for Pitt Johnstown, the way these final minutes have played out.
You mentioned the end of the last period, what kind of changes we're going to see on the whiteboard from Penn State. I would imagine for UPJ, there's going to be some changes defensively, just making sure you can lock down. Again, you had a 3-1 lead after the first, only a 1-goal lead here after the second. So making sure you've got to maintain that lead, try and add to it, and also make sure Penn State doesn't get any closer in the final 20.
One last chance maybe for Hooks as he tries to dance around Porneris. Hooks desperately propels that puck toward goal. 5 seconds left. Kept in by Raplogel, and chance the other way, but Penn State's not going to have enough time, and Huff made the save anyway atop the crease. So we cut the ice for a second time at First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial, and we've got us a hockey game through 2. UPJ Ice Cats 4, Penn State Ice Lions 3. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching coverage of the 2026 UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV, presented by FiberNet.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health
team behind the Johnstown net, and the Ice Cats have it. Huff flying up the left wing. Huff toward goal, centering pass, shot, score! Tyler Greco nuzzles that nylon, a minute 10 in. UPJ takes the early lead. Wade Plowman with it for the Cats. Scored a big postseason goal for them last season. Burial! Aiden Rice goes upstairs, and he's listening to the flippin' song. 2-0 Pitt Johnstown. 2 goals, 2 shots on goal. Playing club hockey these days, collegiately. Out in front it comes, shot by Hooks. Save made there, and a loud one by Petrosky. And Petrosky, I think Patrick needed that one really just to give himself some confidence. Get into the
2 shots
off, blocking that attempt. Jonas Sontag, the alternate captain, chance to goal, and a save by Huff. The rebound is smashed in on the follow-up. Jonas Sontag finished what he started. And
it's always important when you go 2 goals down so early to at least get 1 back.
Huff able to see that one through traffic. They almost got a second one back. Next takes the face-off for Penn State. The Lions control it. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Huff once again.
Huff with the...
Goes cross-ice to Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Score! Crisscross applesauce for Adam Hooks. He's got 2. And UPJ has the 2-goal lead back. Barbary Murphy dumping this puck into Penn State ice, and a chance the other way for UPJ, and putting it just wide for the Ice Cats. It is sent up the boards by Mitchell. Loud save by Huff, and he has to flop like a fish on top of that loose puck to freeze it.
And the block came up.
Inconvenient bounce there for Penn State. A steal by Kazarowski. Kazarowski from an angle. That's off the side of the net. It's loose in front. Petrosky had no idea. Unforced error. Chance for Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Huff elevating it. Oh, what a stop there. Point blank by Petrosky. Rice doing yeoman's work trying to keep it a 2-goal advantage for UPJ. Save on the one-timer by Huff, who got over in plenty of time.
Nonetheless.
Janik back the other way for Penn State. Huff has to protect that post and hang on to that puck. Serleone keeps it in at the left point. Fired on goal. Petrosky has it against that left pad. And I heard through the grape, taking it away for UPJ is Plowman. And we're going to get a penalty in the offensive zone, a boarding call, and UP fire. Suwon trying to clear it out of there for Penn State. Barbary with the keep at right point. Barbary toward goal. Score! Jackson Barbary. Billy Moore. Lions get the puck deep. Near side with it is Sassano. Shot from distance held by Huff through the penalty. So he doesn't get the breakaway chance, but UPJ is going to get another power play, which might be just as well.
Cross crease. Had every inch of the open net there.
Midway through the man advantage, and we're going to get more penalties here. Coincidental ones, I believe, as Hooks got tied up with one of the Lions. Oh. Clean face-off win by UPJ. Shot from distance, save made. The rebound, Kaz was trying to kick it to himself. Called for the penalty there as the Ice Cats force it back to center.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but yeah, as you mentioned, lucky to not get a whistle there and be...
Hallepin through a crowd, deflected just wide by Flaherty. And we told you, Michael Flaherty's played a really strong second period for Penn State, as that one is tipped in front. Back in the corner. Turnover to Rosic, to Cook, excuse me. Ice Cats offside. To the far corner. Sontag anticipating the rebound. From the right wing, he fires on goal. Huff makes the save, fighting the rebound, and it's smashed in from one knee. Seiler nuzzles that nylon. Second time at First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial, and we've got us a hockey game through two. UPJ Ice Cats 4, Penn State Ice Lions 3. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching coverage.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again. Hockey is the ultimate long-haul sport. Wear and tear are inevitable over the long haul, especially when it comes to wear and tear on your home or office furniture. FiberNew is a mobile service that specializes in the repair, restoration, and renewal of leather, plastic, vinyl, fabric, and upholstery. FiberNew has been trusted since 1987 to remain on the cutting edge of repair techniques, and their exclusive color-matching technology has made them a global leader in their industry. If you want to make like a goalie and flash that leather with pride, visit FIBRenew.com to find a location near you or call 888-597-2951 to get a free estimate today. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, back at the War Memorial for the opening night of the 2026 UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV. Special weekend-long coverage presented by our friends at FiberNew. The UPJ Ice Cats, the event host, clinging to a one-goal lead that was once a three-goal lead not that long ago over the Penn State Ice Cats. And let's forget the dry erase boards for a moment, Patrick, the infamous dry erase boards. Let's just boil it down to one word for each team. For UPJ, I think the word is focus. I think they lost some of it at the end of that second period. I think they need to get it back for this third period. And I think for Penn State, it's persistence. They outworked UPJ as the longer that second period went on, and the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, both squads getting a power play goal in that middle period. And I want to see the Cats try and get back to how they started this game in the first period. Again, 2 goals very, very early on in the first period. Just all gas, no brakes for the Cats. Led off a little bit, still ended with a 2-goal lead after that, but now just one with the final 20 to go as the sticks are loud on the boards, ready for the final period of play here, looking for the Cats to hang on to this 1-goal lead, maybe more, and close out night one with a win.
The puck has been dropped on the freshly cut ice here at First Summit Arena, and the shot by Brendan Karolfa is blocked. Coming the other way for Penn State is the other number 15, and that's Kyle Seiler, who had the most recent Lions goal, putting it out of play. Seiler converting on the second Penn State power play of the night with Caden Kazarowski in the box. The teams exchanged power play goals in the second. Jackson Barberi got one for Pitt Johnstown. Karolfa not happy with himself as he ices that puck a second time in a row. But the faceoff will come into that circle to the right of novice goaltender Rex Huff. And give Penn State credit for keeping their heads in this game, especially after that quick start by the Ice Cats, Patrick. You got a rookie goalie in there. He leaks 2 goals in the first 2 pucks he sees of the night. You know, you're playing a famously deep team offensively. They could have very easily packed it in mentally, if not physically, and they did not. And this is still a hockey game.
Yeah, like I was saying, 2 goals very early on. Wondered how many more we'd see. So far, 7 on the board, 4 for the Cats, 3 for the Lions. Now, chance for the Cats.
Karolfa trying to catch up to it, but getting there first was Warner from behind his own net. Janik up the boards for Flaherty. Janik over the attacking line, through the left circle, through the blue paint and out the other end. Follow-up shot is blocked, Huff down and out, and saving a goal temporarily was Replogle, but he couldn't stop the follow-up and hold the plane for Minkus. Penn State has erased a 3-goal deficit to tie it at 4, and it's number 4. Michael Flaherty getting the goal just 1 minute and 8 seconds into the third period.
Yeah, that skirmish there outside the in the crease brought out Huff. Unfortunately, his defense couldn't do much there to keep that out. Now we've got a brand new game here in the third period.
And that's a couple of times we've seen as the game has gone on that we've seen Rex Huff struggle to control those rebounds, and UPJ in the process just appear in a little bit of disarray defensively, trying to help out their goaltender. And at the other end, Petrosky makes a save on the 60-footer as players push and shove after the whistle. And you just feel like Flaherty was owed a goal the way he's been playing. He gets one for the visitors, and so eventually we'll have a face-off in Penn State territory. And UPJ has to go back to that cursed dry erase board. And they might be doing so on the man advantage. Yes, they will. Aiden Porneris retaliated against one of the Ice Cats after the whistle, and the Central Valley Warrior of yesteryear is in the penalty box.
Yeah, saw referees and linesmen converging over there on the far side, right outside the cage, and I saw the referee tell the PA announcer, I saw a slash on the hand, so Cats go to the man advantage, looking to get their second power play goal of the night.
Suwon pressing shorthanded, though, and he propels that puck out of action. Actually, the penalty went against the goaltender Petrosky, and Porneris is going to serve the penalty. Petrosky reacting to something that happened to him in the crease, perhaps during that battle for the puck that officials did not like. Rosic trying to feed Rice, but Rice behind the play, and it's been a theme of late for UPJ. They just seem a step slow, and Penn State seems at both ends of the ice a step quicker.
And not able to get out and starting hot in this third period are the Ice Cats, and Ice Lions able to take advantage of the slow start and evening up this game at 4 apiece, and now looking to do more damage and try and get the first lead of the night here.
Rice forced the bad angle save. UPJ on the power play. Blind pass to Aiden Rice by Nick Rosic. Cross ice it'll come to Chase Huff. Huff to Rice at the point. Rice from distance. That hits something in front of goaltender Petrosky. Rice for Rosic. That shot blocked. Penn State just doing all the little things right in front of their rookie goaltender. Huff, the shot. That's held by Petrosky. And don't discount the role he's had in this game with 17 saves and counting, and a lot of quality shots in those 21 on goal that UPJ has at the moment.
Yeah, Cats finally able to get above the 20-shot mark. The ice line's been above that for a little bit now, but now trying to put the pressure on are these Ice Cats. 47 seconds left on the man advantage.
Replogle off the face-off win for Huff. Huff through a crowd. Oh, deflected on goal by Rosic. Petrosky able to knock that one aside. UPJ looking for some puck luck in a tie game. That shot is denied by Petrosky. Under half a minute to go, and the penalty on the Penn State goaltender that's being served by Aiden Pornaris. Seiler being credited with the primary assist on the tying goal by Flaherty.
Third Penn State goal scored by 21 Pornaris from 15 Seiler at 5:42 left.
Petrosky making that save at the end of the power play. And I should correct myself. We had a change on the scoring for the third Penn State goal. Pornaris, the aforementioned Lion, being credited for it, as fanning on the one-timer. Deep on the left wing was Karalfa. The net behind Petrosky dislodged with the teams back to equal strength. And we remain tied at 4 early in period 3.
Iceline's doing a good job of killing that penalty there and making sure the Cats don't get another lead here in the third period. Now back to even strength on both sides. What's the message down there, the Cats bench, on how you try and get the energy up in this third period where you haven't really seen much action and you've seen the Ice Lions all over the Cats so far?
Well, they've got a head coach in Boston Bradley who's known for bringing a lot of energy, and youthful energy at that. Multi-sport all-star once upon a time at Bishop McCourt High School, including hockey among those multiple sports. Made 4 straight league all-star games in the PIHL, if you can believe that. Deflected wide of Huff. Trying to redirect it home for Penn State with Sontag, who already has a goal in this game. And we saw Coach Bradley trying to give a little attaboy to Kazarowski at the end of his preceding shift. Icing on the Lions. And that top line for Boston Bradley is right back out on the ice, trying to untie this game. Penn State with 3 unanswered, including 1 early in this third period after Pitt had a 4-1 cushion. Petrosky fighting that one aside. The rookie goaltender for Penn State trying to steal one here on opening night of the UPJ Showcase. Jake Suwan up the left wing for the Lions. Stick checked by a backtracking Andrew Barberi, and Barberi finishes his hit on Suwan. No worse for the wear. Rosic gains the red line, sends it in. Barberi with a miscue and a chance the other way for Penn State Seiler. Seiler denied by Rex Huff, and mark that one down.
Mark that down and then some. That puck came up off the stick of Huff, deflected out, making sure this game stays tied 4 apiece.
The Ice Cats running out of feet in which to shoot themselves as Barberi, Andrew that is sent off for interference with 14:37 to play. Penn State has scored once in the power play in 2 tries. They get a third now in a 4-4 game.
This is exactly what Penn State was looking for, is a chance to take the offense here. And now with the man advantage, a tie game this time. again, looking to take their first lead of the evening here in the third period.
To the point it comes. Janak, cross ice. Janak from center point. Janak atop the circle, blocked by Huff. Huff skating with earnest on the PK. Huff shorthanded, coming to goal. He's taken down. Nothing called. And Boston Bradley would like a word. Hooks ties up his man at center. His man, by the way, was Barbasane, who also has a goal tonight for the Lions. An aggressive penalty kill to begin by UPJ. Lions have it deep on the left wing, and they score! Gimme more! Ian Moore! Make it 4 unanswered and 2 power play goals for the Lions, and mercy does not exist in this dojo. The relentless pushback by the visitors continues.
I was just say, very, very disgruntled Ice Cats bench below us as some doors slam on the boards. The breakaway from Huff, as he had a tire taken out from him, looked to be a tripping call. Every arm on that Ice Cats bench went up. None from the referees on the ice.
Rosic from distance. And at the moment, they're trying to get that young man out of their heads as well. Kai Petrosky made a number of big saves tonight, including some in this third period. Penn State with a 5-4 lead now on UPJ after trailing 4-1. Ian Moore with the go-ahead goal for the Ice Lions. Rice with a steal. Karolfa working with Rice. Karolfa to Rice. And it's put wide by Rosic. Rice in front, and it's stopped somehow by Petrosky. The follow-up is smacked wide of goal. It's still loose. They're hacking and whacking, but they just can't bury it. And a penalty is forthcoming. Absolute chaos in the Penn State zone, and how it's still a 1-goal lead for the Lions, I'll never know.
I'm not sure how many redirects and second chance, third, fourth chances the Cats had there. Fortunately, wasn't able to find the back of the net, but now they find themselves up with a man advantage here. Maybe they can answer back that previous power play goal from the Ice Lions and tie it up at 5.
Fourth power play of the evening for UPJ. They are 1 of 3. They work it over to Huff. Huff cross ice to Rice. Rice to Huff. And the Lions are able to clear it. Suwon, the PSU captain, doing his duty. The other number 9, who also wears the C, Aiden Rice, up ahead to Rosic. Rosic's shot stopped, and stopped again by Petrosky, and it's smashed in, or is it? Officials will confer. For the moment, it is not a UPJ goal. And Boston Bradley's been given a warning from this USA Hockey crew. Well, we said at the beginning of the broadcast, you are who your coach is, and with Bradley starting to unravel a little bit, his team's starting to unravel a little bit emotionally as well, as UPJ's would-be goal is waved off for goaltender interference. Still a minute 30 to go in the power play with Hallepin in the box, and the Ice Cats will go back to work. 12.5 remaining. Barberi over the line. Kazarowski staying on here on this power play shift for UPJ, parked in front of the net. Rice able to control it to Barberi. Barberi through a crowd, and the rebound eludes Huff, but Huff recovers. Chase Huff Under pressure, down low, in front. Kazarowski unable to get it through the 5-hole, controlled momentarily by Rosic, but taken away, and Seiler gets it the length of the ice for Penn State. 45 to go in the power play.
Yeah, you saw the big chance and the flurry of opportunities the Cats had early. It was washed away. How do the Cats respond and try and get one that will go in and not get washed away here? Again, still got to tie up this game. Great opportunity here on the man advantage.
Huff couldn't find that one, and the Lions might have a chance shorthanded here. Flaherty, left circle, Flaherty behind the net. Flaherty trying to wrap it around. He's tied up by Kazarowski. Replogle without a stick. UPJ in scramble mode a bit here in the waning moments of their own power play as Huff is knocked down. Replogle retaliating, and a penalty coming up here. And fists might fly at the War Memorial as Replogle gets involved with one of the Lions, and UPJ just at a boiling point here as a team, it seems. Down by a goal and trying to find an answer for goaltender Kai Petrosky at the other end, who's certainly had his own share of puck luck, but has also made some massive saves and gotten some good help from his defense and his penalty killers.
That he has, and sometimes you want to see the aggressiveness. Yes, you don't want to see it boil over to the point you lose composure, and I don't want to say too much as the Cats might not be too far from that point.
Now they got to play for the foreseeable future without one of their top pairing D-men as Replogle is excused for fighting.
So now it's about regrouping after the shoving match there on the far end of the rink. As referees on the far end will discuss what the circumstance and the results of the skirmish will be.
Both captains talking it over with this ACHA referee unit. And those guys are getting their money's worth tonight, especially in this third period. And we still got a long way to go in that third period. A lot can happen in 11-17 on and off the ice. And Boston Bradley is talking with one of the officials right now before we return to action. The faceoff will eventually come in Pitt Johnstown territory. And so, in the grand scheme of things, it's still a UPJ power play for 10 more seconds. Coincidental fighting penalties. Nothing extra. But Penn State's going to get a third consecutive penalty kill here, and that's been massive in their ability to turn this game on its ear as well. Aiden Freund chases that puck all the way into Penn State territory before the Lions will ice it, or will they? No, they say no icing. Jasinski won the foot race, and that's sort of a microcosm of the way this game has changed as Huff makes that save. Penn State, for really from the second period on, outskating UPJ, generally speaking. And again, just doing all those little things right and keeping their composure where UPJ is not.
Giving credit to Penn State. Again, going down 2 goals very early in the first. Able to come back and get one. Still ended the first period down 2, but able to chip their way back. Now 4 unanswered, a couple power play goals, and now they find themselves in the driver's seat looking to try and knock off these Ice Cats here on the opening night of the UPJ Showdown.
Special teams and goaltending is a pretty good recipe for winning hockey games, especially late season hockey games, and Penn State's gotten some productivity on special teams. They've gotten some good goaltending too, despite the high score of this game. Ice Cats might have numbers if they can hurry. Going after it is Helsel. Cook behind the net. He's knocked down. Penn State wins that battle. Freund forcing the turnover. Barberi retreats to center midway through this third period. Barberi dragged off balance. Penn State able to exit the zone. And it's icing on the Ice Lions. And so the top line back out there for Boston Bradley. And look, when all else fails, put the game on the tape of theoretically your best players, and that's what UPJ's trying to do here to climb back into it. And it looks like UPJ is actually going to use their timeout with Penn State having taken a penalty. Connor Murphy is in the penalty box, and it looks like Jake Suwan, the Penn State captain, is going over there to find out why. We'll step aside quickly as well with Penn State leading UPJ 5-4 at the UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV, presented by Fibrenew.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling.
Oh, as we said before our brief break, UPJ is going back to the power play for the 5th time tonight. They are 1 for 4. We still have not surmised why, but we're going to find out soon enough as the puck will be dropped to the left of Kai Petrosky. Ice Cats win the faceoff. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Penn State bench. Robert Snyder and his staff perhaps hurling some salty language in the direction of officials, as best we can guess. Barberi on 1 foot fires into the glove of Petrosky, who's seeing beach balls right now.
Nothing getting past the glove there. Petrosky, he's very much settled into this game here. Any chances he's got coming his way, snags out of the air. Nothing gets past him in the later stage of this game.
From behind the Penn State net, Warner not able to clear it. Rice with a keep. Kazarowski on the half wall fighting for possession. Rice, the UPJ captain, for Barberi. Barberi off the blocker of Petrosky. Huff has the rebound. Barberi. Huff wide of goal. Long rebound. Barberi has to hustle to keep that puck in the zone. Barberi across for Rice to Rosic. Cycling with Chase Huff. Huff, too strong for Rice. Rice gets that puck on the ricochet and plays it to Barberi. Barberi wide of goal. Another long rebound. Huff corralling it. Sent around the boards by Kazarowski to Rice. Rosic switching wings now. Rice to Barberi. Barberi's shot blocked. Janik in the right place at the right time. Half a minute left in the power play. One-timer save made by Petrosky. And after all that, a single shot on goal. It's cleared to center. Barberi re-entering the zone. He fires on goal. That save is made. The rebound cleared, but not out. Hooks from the high slot. That was stopped by Petrosky and cleared by Sontag. 4 consecutive penalty kills by Penn State. They have slammed the door, leading by a goal with 7.5 to play. Plowman over the line. Karolfa just on for UPJ. To center it'll come. Numbers for the Lions. Huff, the glove save. Seeing that shot all the way from Connor Murphy.
Had to feel good from Huff there as he's let the last few through. Might have shaken his confidence just a little bit, but able to stay in it there. See that one all the way into his glove.
And just a little too much passing by UPJ on that power play, working the puck skillfully around the perimeter, but not enough north and south as Karolfa forces the shot wide of goal. Kept in the zone for Cook. Cook to Karolfa. Karolfa in on alone. What a save there by Petrosky. Karolfa had all day and night to shoot it. Petrosky made a huge save. Steal by Serleone. Lions recover. And they bring it up to center. Mitchell, near side. Miller fires it off the glass. Against the grain. It's fired by Jasinski off a UPJ body. Lions didn't want to touch that puck. They were in the middle of a change. It will not be icing on the Ice Cats. Sassano over the line. Sassano right side. What a save there by Huff. And again, fighting off that rebound as Mitchell was looking to jam it in and maybe deliver a knockout blow for the Lions late. Teedy to Cook. You get the feeling Boston Bradley's trying to keep that top line as fresh as he can. Give some of the worker bees some ice time late in the game. As we get a whistle with under 6 to go, and we will get a too many men call. And it looks like it's going to go against, lo and behold, the Lions. Another oopsie-daisy on the Penn State bench, and serving the bench minor will be Jasinski. A 6th UPJ power play in this hockey game, and you know, if you want the glass half full take, if you're a UPJ fan, sometimes it's not how many power play goals you score, it's when you score them that ends up making the difference.
Yeah, Cats again looking for their second one of the night. 6th opportunity here with the man advantage. This one would be monumental in getting this game back even once more. As we've said, the last few power plays consecutively.
And Penn State has just got all the lanes shut down here, getting in gaps and blocking shots en masse to try and help out Petrosky. And Robert Snyder has done a heck of a job repairing his team. And again, the Lions, from an X's and O's standpoint, have played a very good defensive game. Kazarowski not happy with himself as that pass went nowhere. Ice Cats have to regroup and trying to get organized inside their own zone midway through this most recent power play. Kazarowski drawing the double team, and he is dispossessed by Pornaris. Lions taking more time off the penalty clock, and they take the puck as Miller plays it to the corner with 40 to go in the bench minor. Lead pass intended for Rosic, broken up. And again, Penn State defensively just reading the play very well on special teams.
I hate to say it, but I think the Cats are trying to force the puck down the ice.
Hooks unable to handle that one as he continues to sit on those 2 early goals. Hooks unable to split the D. Huff backing him up. Waning moments of the power play. Rosic, short side shot, denied. Rice trying to go after it. Plowman unable to keep it in. 5 straight penalty kills by the Ice Lions to keep the lead. Under 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Penn State with the puck.
Now it's time if ever for the Ice Cats to really start putting the pressure on these Ice Lions.
Hooks up to Cook. Adam Hooks going after it. Lions in a bit of disarray. Turnover to Cook, but he couldn't shoot it. That's because he had Barbasane all over him like a cheap suit. And here comes Matt Barbasane up the left wing. Barbasane, centering pass. Oh, what a save there by Huff. To deny Jasinski fresh out of the sin bin. Icing on UPJ. Oh, UPJ has closed the shots on goal gap. And it's still a one-shot game.
And that one shot could be the difference here. So far, the one shot is the difference in the way of the Ice Lions, but the Cats looking to tie up the all-important score tally, not just the shot tally.
Michael Flaherty with the go-ahead power play goal earlier in this third period. And a miscue gives the puck to Colin Cook. Cook unable to connect with Karolfa. Icing on the Ice Lions. From within the UPJ line, Jackson Barberi gets it towards center. Huff reads the funny bounce. Barberi from his own corner, outletting for Helsel, who lets it go underneath his skate. Penn State unable to dummy that play and get the icing call. And this also will not be icing. Two-line pass accepted by Huff. Chase Huff through the left circle. Andrew Barberi keeping it inside the line for Huff. Huff toward goal. Kazarowski taken out of the play before he could shoot it. Sassano up for Stranix, excuse me. Halapin from a bad angle. Stranix, excuse me. Yes, that is Stranix. I'm sorry, pushed from behind. And that's an obvious penalty on the Cats and a frustration call at that. Andrew Barberi is going to sit, and this is huge for Penn State because now Boston Bradley can't really pull his goaltender with his team down a goal, and just all around not a great penalty for the freshman to take.
No, not a great timing for it either. Under 2 minutes, so the Ice Lions will finish this game, a man advantage. And as you mentioned, Cats down 1. You'd think you would try and pull the goalie. Unable to do so with the man down.
Karolfa up to Rice. Penn State on the power play. They don't have to score, but they do have to be smart with this puck with a 1-goal lead and time ticking away in this third period at the War Memorial. From center, Mitchell to the hash mark. Janik behind the net, taking his time again. Not a ton of urgency from the Lions, just trying to protect it here and keep UPJ pinned in their own zone. With it, far side is Barbasane. Miller behind the net. Played off the side of the cage. Barberi off the boards. Karolfa to Rice. Rice trying to find some more gas in the tank late here with half a minute to go. Rice taken out of the play. A good check there by Miller. And the Lions take over. Across the blue line is Janik. Suwon chasing this puck to the corner. 15 seconds to go. The Lions content to play perimeter patty cake. And they're going to go ahead and complete the comeback here against the UPJ Ice Cats, barring a miracle as Huff gives it away, and that'll do it. Down 4-1, Penn State defeats UPJ 5-4 on night one of the UPJ Showcase. Kai Petrosky really stealing the show and stealing a victory in non-conference play for the visitors here in Cambria County tonight. And, you know, they say you never really lose if you don't lose the lesson, and I think tonight UPJ got a hard lesson in work ethic from the Lions.
Yeah, we mentioned a couple times through the night. Came out hot and fast and strong, did the Ice Cats, but took the foot off the gas and let Penn State back into it. Ultimately, with 4 unanswered, thought they had all control after the first, up 3-1. Power play goal looked even better, but then Penn State just clawed their way back, got it even. You got power play goal to take the lead, and that's where we stand at the end. Cats dropping the opening night match of their showcase 5-4 to these Penn State Ice Lions.
They'll get a chance to bounce back at the same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. against Penn State's branch campus team from Penn State Harrisburg. Until then, I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote from First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial. Thank you, Patrick Mitchell. Thank you, Kennedy Kazarowski. Thank you, Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Boston Bradley. Thank you, Jake Suwon Sr. Special thanks to Ziggy Sports for their continued support of UPJ ice hockey all season long. And thank you for watching and listening. The Penn State Ice Lions rally for a 5-4 win over the UPJ Ice Cats. You've been watching the 2026 UPJ Showcase on TenbandTV, presented by Fibernew.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Team behind the Johnstown net. And the Ice Cats have it. Huff flying up the left wing. Huff toward goal. Centering pass. Shot. Score! Tyler Greco nuzzles that nylon. A minute 10 in. UPJ takes the early lead. Wade Plowman with it for the Cats. Scored a big postseason goal for them last season. Burial! Aiden Rice goes upstairs, and he's listening to the flippin' song. 2-0 Pitt Johnstown. 2 goals, 2 shots on goal. Playing club hockey these days, collegiately. Out in front it comes. Shot by Hooks. Save made there, and a loud one by Petrosky. And Petrosky, I think Patrick needed that one really just to give himself some confidence. Get into the
2 shots
off, blocking that attempt. Jonas Sontag, the alternate captain, chance to goal, and a save by Huff. The rebound is smashed in on the follow-up. Jonas Sontag finished what he started. And
it's always important when you go two goals down so early to at least get one back.
Huff able to see that one through traffic. They almost got a second one back. Next takes the face-off for Penn State. The Lions control it. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Huff once again.
Huff with the...
Goes cross-ice to Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Score! Criss-cross applesauce for Adam Hooks. He's got two. And UPJ has the 2-goal lead back. Barberi Murphy dumping this puck into Penn State ice, and a chance the other way for UPJ, and putting it just wide for the Ice Cats. It is sent up the boards by Mitchell. Loud save by Huff, and he has to flop like a fish on top of that loose puck to freeze it.
And the block came up.
Inconvenient bounce there for Penn State. A steal by Kazarowski. Kazarowski from an angle. That's off the side of the net. It's loose in front. Petrosky had no idea. Unforced error. Chance for Kazarowski. Kazarowski in front. Huff elevating it. Oh, what a stop there. Point blank by Petrosky. Rice doing yeoman's work, trying to keep it a 2-goal advantage for UPJ. Save on the one-timer by Huff, who got over in plenty of time.
Nonetheless.
Janik back the other way for Penn State. Huff has to protect that post and hang on to that puck. Serleone keeps it in at the left point. Fired on goal. Petrosky has it against that left pad. And I heard through the grape, taking it away for UPJ is Plowman. And we're going to get a penalty in the offensive zone, a boarding call, and UP fire. Suwon trying to clear it out of there for Penn State. Barberi with the keep at right point. Barberi toward goal. Score! Jackson Barberi. Billy Moore. Lions get the puck deep. Near side with it is Sassano. Shot from distance held by Huff through the penalty. So he doesn't get the breakaway chance, but UPJ is going to get another power play, which might be just as well.
Cross crease. Had every inch of the open net there.
Midway through the man advantage, and we're going to get more penalties here. Coincidental ones, I believe, as Hooks got tied up with one of the Lions. Oh. Clean face-off win by UPJ. Shot from distance, save made. The rebound, Kaz was trying to kick it to himself. Called for the penalty there as the Ice Cats force it back to center.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but yeah, as you mentioned, lucky to not get a whistle there and be...
Hallepin through a crowd, deflected just wide by Flaherty. And we told you, Michael Flaherty's played a really strong second period for Penn State, as that one is tipped in front. Back in the corner. Turnover to Rosic, to Cook, excuse me. Ice Cats offside. To the far corner. Sontag anticipating the rebound. From the right wing, he fires on goal. Huff makes the save, fighting the rebound, and it's smashed in from one knee. Seiler nuzzles that nylon. Second time at First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial, and we've got us a hockey game through two. UPJ Ice Cats 4, Penn State Ice Lions 3. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching. Second time at First Summit Arena at the Cambria County War Memorial, and we've got us a hockey game through two. UPJ Ice Cats 4, Penn State Ice Lions 3. With Patrick Mitchell, I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching. Covered. Huff the shot. That's held by Petrosky. And don't discount the role he's had in this game with 17 saves and counting, and a lot of... Barberi with a miscue and a chance the other way for Penn State Seiler. Seiler denied by Rex Huff, and mark that one down. An aggressive penalty kill to begin by UPJ. Lions have it deep on the left wing, and they score! Gimme more! Ian Moore! Rice with a steal. Karolfa working with Rice. Karolfa to Rice. And it's put wide by Rosic. Rice in front. And it's stopped somehow by Petrosky. The follow-up is smacked wide of goal. It's still loose. They're hacking and whacking, but they just can't bury it. And a penalty is forthcoming. Duty. The other number 9, who also wears the C, Aiden Rice, up ahead to Rosic. Rosic's shot stopped, and stopped again by Petrosky, and it's smashed in, or is it? Officials will confer. Shift for UPJ, parked in front of the net. Rice able to control it to Barberi. Barberi through a crowd, and the rebound eludes Huff, but Huff. Chase Huff under pressure, down low, in front. Kazarowski unable to get it through the 5-hole. Officials, as best we can guess. Barberi on 1 foot fires into the glove of Petrosky, who's seeing beach balls right now. After all that, a single shot on goal. It's cleared to center. Barberi re-entering the zone. He fires on goal. That save is made. The rebound cleared, but not out. That's because he had Barbasane all over him like a cheap suit. And here comes Matt Barbasane up the left wing. Barbasane, centering pass. Oh, what a save there by Huff. Halapin from a bad angle. Stranix, excuse me. Yes, that is Stranix. I'm sorry, pushed from behind. And that's 4-1. Penn State defeats UPJ 5-4 on night 1 of the UPJ Showcase. Kai Petrosky.